Hello, welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. Well, as you all know, Las Vegas is growing real fast. And a lot of individuals want to get involved in business here in Las Vegas. And we need people special that can give you information. So I brought somebody on board today. Her name is Dana Bergman. And Dana, thank you for being our guest today on the show.
Thank you.
I want to just let our viewers know a little bit about you because, you know, you're a very unique individual who brings something special that's needed so much here in Las Vegas because Vegas is growing so fast. And so everybody wants to get involved in some kind of a business. They have big dreams and they want to say, well, I want to do this, I want to do that. But they don't have that working capital to get them to that level. So what do you do that you can help people out to get involved?
Well, before I tell you about me and what I do, thank you so much for having me on your show. I am just in awe of being here. And if my father was alive, I think he'd be sitting right here watching too. So he was a big fan. Anyway, I own the Coop co-working space in Southern Nevada. My background, I'm a commercial real estate broker. And I worked in corporate commercial real estate since 1997. I've been a broker. And when I went out on my own, I needed an office space. So I opened up a co-working space, which is a shared office with flexible terms, and it allows people to test the waters of their business. So like you had mentioned, Las Vegas is growing so much. People are starting new businesses. There are remote workers now who have chosen to move to Las Vegas and they need office space. So a co-working space gives them that flexibility to work on terms that they want to work and also test the waters of their business.
Well, and that's important because, you know, a lot of individuals, like I said before, they want to start, they have the dream of doing some kind of business, but, you know, paying a high rent, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month rent, or even more, you know, it's kind of hard to make, especially today, the way the economy is, which is not the greatest right now. So people are looking there, a lot of workers are working from home, but you know, at home you can't really concentrate. If you have kids, if you have dogs barking around the house or whatnot, sometimes you say, you know, I don't have the privacy that I really want. I can't talk on the phone without the kids yelling in the background or people making all kinds of noise. So you want to get your own little location, your own little coop. You want to say, I want to be a nice little place where I can work from, and it's going to cost me a fortune. So I think that what you have is unique because I think it's a way to get started. I mean, Vegas is growing so fast. I know when I moved here in '92, I think the population was like less than 2 million. Now it's like over 3 million.
Right.
And, you know, it keeps growing and growing because it is a fun city, a lot to be done here. So everybody says, you know, all the hotels, all these sports, now it's casino, sports, restaurants. Yeah, I mean, everything's really combined. It's trying to grow so big. It's like a New York City just about.
Right.
But glamorous. Very a lot of glamour to Las Vegas. A lot of city of lights, right?
Right.
But the dream again comes, okay, so how do I get started? Who do I reach out to if they want to get a location, an office location? And where are your locations at?
Sure. Well, we have two locations. The first one is located in Summerlin on Village Center Circle. That's been open now over 5 years. And then we opened the Decatur and Russell location on Edmond in February. So we have two locations. We're constantly looking for other opportunities to bring the co-working and flexible work scenario to other parts of the valley. So, yeah, and, you know, just to, you said you moved here in '92. I moved here in '02, so now I've been here 20 years, and it's gone by so quickly, and to see our city change and grow so much. It used to just be the Strip, and now that we have so many offerings off the Strip and so many options, world-class dining and entertainment and beautiful properties and outdoor scenery and activities. There's just so much to do here that I'm not surprised that people are moving here in droves.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's starting to be, you know, I've been in boxing just about all my life, and it was just a little boxing and a little basketball when I got here. But now you have hockey, you have basketball, you got football, and now I understand that baseball may be coming. It's talk about baseball coming to Vegas. I mean, it's like also the sports capital of the world.
Right.
So many sports that are coming here, and there's so much to do. somebody wants to get started though with a small business, and again, so where do they reach you if they want to make contact with you?
So our website is thecoopcowork.com, and our phone number is 702-636-9101. So they can reach out to us there, and they can look at the options available for workspace. But we offer a variety of membership options for the co-working space. The basic would be virtual office membership, which is business address only. So say you do want to work from home, but you need that professional office, you need that image, you need an address on your business card to give to somebody. Because when I look at someone's business card, I'm looking at their address. If they don't have an address on there, it's like, well, where do you work? If I want to come meet you, where are we going to meet? And I like a local coffee shop, probably more than anyone else. I'm a big fan of local coffee shops, but sometimes that's not appropriate for a work meeting. So a virtual office gets you a business address, mail delivery for your business, and then you can rent conference rooms as needed. And then from there, the memberships increase. There's open desk memberships where people can just come in and find an open workspace, bring your laptop, and then there's dedicated desk, which is your area, and then we go up to private office.
Okay, now you say your private area, that you have a daily rental, is it weekly, monthly,
We
yearly?
do. So we have monthly memberships, which will carry some benefits and discounts and stuff like that. But then we also have day passes and conference room rentals for people who just need the occasional use. They don't need that monthly continuous membership. So we're truly a flexible option for office users.
Okay, now how about for special events? You have special events?
We do, actually. We have people who have been booking our conference rooms for board meetings and for meetups and events like that. We actually just had a group book for their fantasy football draft league. So it's kind of cool too. They wanted to be in a quiet workspace. Some people might go to a casino pool, and some people want a quiet workspace for their draft or for their meetings. So
Okay. Do you also have let's say special events like big parties?
we do. So if you are a member of the co-working space, both locations, we do a monthly breakfast called Feed at the Coop, where I bring breakfast in from a local company. And now one of our catering companies, they're actually a member of the co-working space, which is an example of how co-working works, right? Okay. You sign up for a membership at the Coop. We talk and find out about what you do. Oh, you're a catering company? Well, I happen to cater breakfast twice a month for the co-working space.
It's a good place for networking.
Exactly, and it's helping those who help you.
Exactly.
That's really the true, as I'm talking about co-working, and that it's flexible terms and, using the office however you want. The true magic of the co-working space is the relationships that you make there.
Exactly. No, it's so important because when you come into a new city, and of course, you get a lot of fly-by-night locations. Mm-hmm. People come in here. There's a lot of scams that go on around the world. But I think once you become a member, I think you start get to know these individuals one-on-one, and you see that these people are really serious about what they want to do. Yeah. And I'm sure you probably do an application where they put their background and where they came from and other businesses they've been involved with, so you know who you're dealing with.
Yeah, we like to get to know who we're dealing with. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so important to do it like that. I mean, when I came here, to Vegas, I was always wondering. I said, maybe one day I could do some kind of business here, even though I've been in the boxing business. But I was always thinking about opportunity, maybe not for myself, but I would like to help individuals out there. So I've always felt, well, I got to reach out to somebody. Who do I reach out to? Now I got somebody like yourself who's in the business that can really help us get more membership on board. I think it's so important.
Yeah, well, and I think that it goes to, investing in yourself as a business owner. If you want to have a business, it's investing in yourself. So it's investing in your professional workspace, your image, having a place to go, and a byproduct of that is meeting other people who can help you. Right. I've met a lot of people over the past over 5 years of owning the co-working space, and just really amazing people who are still with us to this day, and people who were just, renting for a short while. I mean, an example, we have in our Summerlin location, we get a lot of people in the wintertime who are from Montana or Denver. They hike, they mountain climb and stuff, and when it gets too cold there, they need to come to Red Rock.
Right.
And we're in close proximity. So even just meeting those people for the couple of months that they're there while they're working at our, co-working space.
Okay.
So it's really neat.
How many office spaces do you have at your locations?
Well, in terms of private offices,
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so our Summerlin location has 12 private offices, and we're kind of bursting at the seams there. We're, and then we opened up the south location is about 20,000 square feet.
Okay.
So we have 26 private offices, and we have probably more that we're going to be building out. And that's kind of the neat thing with the co-working space, is that it evolves. It's like any business, right? You think you know what you need, and it's probably a good way to start, but you have to be willing to evolve to meet the demands that are out there.
So you have your meetings, twice a month?
Our breakfast meetings, yes, we do feed at the Coop in Summerlin the first Tuesday morning of each month, and feed at the Coop South on the third Tuesday of each month.
Yeah.
And it's really neat. It gives us, it's an hour out of the day. We support a local catering company, and then we all just sit around the table. Whoever wants to attend, we sit around the table, and it's a way to get to know each other a little bit better, know each other more personally, and then just talk about what you do and what you're looking for, how we can help each other.
Yeah, it's so important, because when we come into a new town, especially a place like Las Vegas, you get individuals come in, we say, who do I reach out to, where do I go, how do I network? First thing, very important, is networking. If you want to network in your business, Las Vegas is a good place. The location for the Coop is a good start there, because there you meet newcomers that come on board, new members, and then they bring somebody else. The word gets around, and this is what people want to get to know, that we meet new friends. I mean, you want to start a business, you can't do it sometimes on your own. Right. You need good contacts. You got to be out there networking with individuals. And before you know it, from one friend, it can end up to be hundreds of friends,
right,
because they all evolve into being a big family.
Yeah.
People get to know each other.
Absolutely.
And now you say, well, I came to a town, I thought I'd be lost, but I got to meet so many individuals.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it really is. I tell people Las Vegas is the land of opportunity,
Right.
but you have to be willing to work hard and meet people. You have to put yourself out there. So
Yeah.
the relationships that we make in the co-working space, you're not really going to make those relationships in a coffee shop. You
Right.
don't know who you're sitting next to in
Right.
the coffee shop. And then certainly when you're at home alone, it's good. I think what we've learned in the past couple of years is that we can work from home, we can make it work, and it's nice to have that option, because we have family circumstances at home, right? We might need to take care of a child or a parent or a loved one at home, and we need that flexibility sometimes to be able to do that. And sometimes we just need to take a day. Sometimes we're just not able to go into the office and put on the show. Sometimes we just need to take those days and just be.
Yeah. No, it's so important that you're doing this, because our viewers out there who are watching, and not only here in Las Vegas, I mean, you get ideas. This can develop to be all parts of the world. There's viewers from all over the world watching this show right now. We're on live, and we want you to understand that we want to help you. We want to make sure you get to start in life that you'll be looking for, your dream. We want to make your dream come true. And this is the way to go. I was thinking about the name, the Coop. Who came up with that name?
Well, I came up with that name. So I'm a commercial real estate broker, and a co-op broker is like a cooperating broker. Right. So it's just kind of a play on words of like a co-op of people, and then it was like, okay, it's a coop. Like we're all kind of cooped up here together, and so it's just, to me, it just evoked this sense of if you're in the coop, it's just like a you're in the family.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite words, the coop, because when I was growing up in New York, in New York, my playground was either the backyard or the roof. So we had pigeon coops. We had a pigeon coop, and we would fly pigeons like Mike Tyson. He loves pigeons. He has his pigeon coop. Even to this day, he has pigeon coops back east and some here in Vegas, from what I understand. But I used to fly birds myself.
Yeah.
So we fly all these type of the tipulus, the the black flies, brown flies, the all kinds of pigeons, homers and whatnot. And it was like we used to build our own coops. And the fun about it was that we either before you go to school, I brought up on the top to the roof and put that pigeon food up there to feed your birds, and then you can't wait to get back home after school and go up there and fly your birds before it got dark. Sometimes you see these stray birds going by, and you throw up your flock of birds up there from your coop, and bring in the stray bird, catch them, keep them in your coop.
Wow.
But it was a lot of fun. So when I read the word coop, I said, that's interesting. I wonder how you came up with that name.
Yeah.
But it is, you coop yourself with a bunch of people who are all together and become good friends.
Yeah, and some people call it the co-op, and it's, that's certainly fine too.
Yeah.
So, we're just we're a nice, big, growing group of professionals who work together and like to be together.
Yeah, it's a nice coop, so we can all fly together.
Exactly, let's fly.
That's very good, very good. So I'm glad that we were able to talk about that. But there's so much more that our viewers want to know about. How do we get started? Will you repeat your address and phone numbers again?
Sure. So we are located, the Summerlin location is 1925 Village Center Circle, Suite 150.
Now, that's Summerlin. For those of you viewers out there, Summerlin didn't exist 25 years ago. This is all a new location.
Right.
I mean, the shopping there, the restaurants, everything. The homes there are beautiful. That's on the northwest side of Las Vegas.
Yes, and Summerlin, actually, when I moved here from Chicago 20 years ago, and I remember driving west on Summerlin Parkway and just looking at the mountains, and that's when I knew that I had found my home.
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful.
It is.
The Strip is beautiful, and once you get off the Strip too, there's so much beauty in Las Vegas and the surrounding area.
A lot of individuals think that Las Vegas is only the Strip, all the casinos. That's it. No, I mean we're close to over 3 million.
Right.
Citizens are living here already. The population, so it's growing and growing, and the homes they were very reasonable at one time.
Right.
Now they're kind of going through the roof a little bit,
Yeah.
but that's calming down a little bit, hopefully, in the near future.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was a good seller's market now, but it was a good buyer's market a couple of years ago.
Right, yeah, and I've raised my children here, and standing on the playground of their schools when they were little, in looking around at the mountains, the beauty was never lost on me.
Yeah.
It's just, the scenery is just so beautiful,
And
the
if you miss the snow, where do you go?
Right. Right.
Charleston.
Right, exactly. You don't have too far to go.
You go maybe 15 minutes away.
Right.
You go 8,000 feet above sea level, and you get the snow up there. You go ski. They got skiing resort
Yeah,
up
but
there.
to be honest with you, I don't miss the snow. Not one bit.
Chicago really they call it the Windy City, but you know what? When that snow comes down, it is like ice out there. It's really very, very hard.
Yes. Oh, I like my heat. I will never complain about the 100-degree weather. I like that we have no humidity here for this hairdo.
But I mean, it was 110, 112, 114 2 weeks ago. That was kind of hard. Kind of didn't like that too much. I mean, but you will try to stay indoors most of the time.
Exactly. That's what we do. We stay inside in the summer, just like in the winter in Chicago.
Yeah, you jump in the swimming pool every so often to cool off a little.
Yeah.
I think just about everybody has a swimming pool here in Vegas.
Yes, yeah.
You got to with this kind of heat. But right now it's starting to cool down a little bit.
Yeah, so the Summerlin location is right at Town Center and Summerlin Parkway.
Okay.
And then the south location is 5955 Edmonds Street, and that's near Russell and Decatur. So we're very close to the Strip.
Right.
The airport, we're more of the central location. So we call this one Coop South, since we're kind of on the south
So the
end
airport is about 15 minutes from here, from
yeah.
the Coop location.
Yes.
On Edmond.
Yep, and then our phone number, 702-636-9101. The website is thecoopcowork.com.
Thecoopcowork.com.
Yep, and all social media, it's all at the Coop Cowork. So that's where you can find us. And we do other monthly events. In fact, we have one coming up in addition to our breakfasts that we have. We just secured a sound healing person. She's going to do a class on sound healing with the sound bowls and stuff on Tuesday, August 30th after work. And that's going to be at the Coop South location. Free for members. Non-members are going to have to pay a little bit because, again, it's the benefit of being a member of the co-working space. But, now as we're getting back into in-person meetings and doing workshops and events again, it's really exciting to have this kind of platform to be able to offer those kinds of things, because I've heard your other podcasts before, and talking about health and wellness, mental health and stuff like that, and I think it's very important, while we're constantly doing workshops on business and money and stuff like that, it's also important to check in with yourself on the mental aspect.
It's so important because, with this COVID situation now, a lot of individuals are really suffering with the anxiety and the depression and now the economy, and especially when you go fill up on that gas at the fuel pump and you see those numbers go up to $5-something a gallon. Anybody gets anxious to say, what am I going to do next? But there's a lot of anxiety going out there, a lot of depression, a lot of people losing their jobs because there's COVID, and a lot of the teenagers and individuals have to be locked in because they couldn't go out and play, especially the youngsters can't go out and play like they used to. So it interferes with your social living.
Absolutely.
And it's so important that we find little ways of getting out there and meeting people and try to make good friends and try to live a healthy life, because, we are going through some difficult times right now.
Yeah,
the
we
whole
sure
country
are.
and around the world.
We sure are, and it seems like we're still going through it. And I don't know, maybe that's just kind of the psyche has just maybe changed in that way. But that's why it's nice to have places, like the Coop, where people feel like they belong and they can, come in and hang out and talk. And with, a lot of the craziness happening around the world sometimes, and even locally, when you think of, you're watching the news, you're at home alone, you find yourself reeling sometimes. So it's nice to have a place to go where you can talk to people about what's going on and trying to make sense of.
So what's your favorite part about co-working?
Oh my goodness. So many favorite parts of it, but I like just being an observer when I see co-working happen. So when I introduce a couple of people, or when people just happen to meet in the space and they, start to strike up a conversation about what they do and how they can help each other in work. And we actually just had a Coop wedding. Two Coop members met at the Coop and got married.
Wow.
So, I don't know if it gets more magical than that.
Wow, that's really amazing. I got to make these single individuals out there start thinking about becoming members of the Coop, because you may find the happiness more than what you expected. Not only business, and now you got personal life affair growing with the Coop as well.
Yeah. Well, that happened on their own. They made that happen. That's not an amenity. That's not a service I offer.
But those magical moments when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. It happens when you least expect it.
Yeah, exactly. It just it goes back to who you're meeting in the space and who's around, and you just happen to be crossing paths at the same time. Exactly. So it's really nice.
It's nice. I'm glad that you were able to put this together because, again, like I said, there's individuals probably thinking about moving out to Vegas. If you're watching, believe me, I hope you're really listening carefully. And when you do, or you're going to contact Dana, one way to reach her, get on our website and check it out. You can make contact with her because she can help and guide you in the right direction, how to get started, with your location. And then from there, the steps. There's certain steps that you got to make in life to get to your goals. And socializing, networking with individuals, they're the ones that are really going to help you. But I'm sure Dana will direct you the best way she can.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm, as a owner of the Coop co-working space and being a part of different business organizations here in town, on the board of NAWBO, National Association of Women Business Owners. So just, again, it's just the getting involved
Exactly.
and knowing who to, ask for help and just putting yourself out there really is the main thing.
I came out of nowhere. I came from the hurt business, the boxing business, and here I come, start doing stuff on television. I like to network. I've been involved in the community doing different things.
Yeah.
I'm a member of the FBI's Citizens Academy of the class 2004. I've been an alumni since 2004 with the FBI, and it's a lot of fun. That's part of the way that I got to start networking in Vegas. There's so many other locations, and I just did it just to get involved because I've been boxing, and I like to. Now I have my own. Assisted living for the seniors called La Mansión.
Yeah.
La Mansión LV. If you guys want to check it out, La Mansión LV .com. You'll see the website, and you can see what I'm doing in my private life with the assisted living, helping the seniors out there, get them on the right track. But this is a high-end assisted living. It's a beautiful location. And, you got to see it to believe it.
Well, and that's amazing too, because I think at all ages we need that sense of belonging, right?
Exactly.
So that sounds.
I meet people. I need help, and they need some guidance. Especially now, there's a lot of seniors like in Summerlin, and there's Sun City. There's a lot of individual senior communities. People moving. Sometimes you get to a certain age in life that you can't live on your own anymore. You need some assistance. So if you have a neighbor or a relative or somebody, they got to put you at a location, and that's what I like doing because that my thing is helping people out there. So I just said, let me get assisted living going. So it's nice.
That is nice. That's very admirable.
Yeah. So that's what's going on, and we try to give the best information we can to our viewers out there around the world. Listening on the show, on the Joe Cortez Show. We do the show every Friday. I want you to subscribe on the show and give us a like and tell us what we can do to help you out better. Any more information, give me your feedback, what you think on the Joe Cortez Show. Please subscribe and share the show with other individuals out there because we want to make sure we keep growing and get sharing the information that we have with Dana today. Dana, like I said before, she's very special, and I knew I'd bring somebody good on the show to help out in the community. Now, you say you have other goals, building other locations?
Yeah, I'd like to bring the Coop into all parts of the Las Vegas area.
Have you considered North Las Vegas, or like Reno, North Nevada?
Not quite yet. I think I'd right now rather stick to my own area where I know best and bring it to all parts of the Las Vegas Valley, the Southern Nevada area, and then potentially look at other spaces. But it's a heavy lift. It's a lot because again, you're managing a shared office space with many other people who pay you to be there.
Right.
So you've got to be on always. And then again is just really creating the community feel to it. It's not just a shared office space or executive suites. You're creating a community with a sense of belonging and really wanting to make a nice place for people.
Have you considered maybe going with a franchise type?
No, I haven't at this point. No.
You think there's room for that in the future?
Possibly. I wouldn't rule anything out, but right now I like that local feel. I like that, homey kind of, locally grown, Vegas-born feel.
Right.
So I think, for right now, we'll stick with that. But, I don't know.
But you're open to anything in case somebody out there watches and say, I like this young lady. She has a good idea, great concept. I think she has something that maybe we strike a little bulb, a light, if somebody says, you know what, I like that idea, I like that concept. Maybe they'll reach out to you.
Sure,
You never know.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be, I would certainly look at any opportunities out there.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're in this business because you're a creative individual who's always thinking how to make life better for not only for yourself but for those around you as well.
Yeah. Well, and I've met amazing people in Las Vegas, and I've just surrounded by people who support me, and I couldn't ask for a better quality of people that are in Southern Nevada.
I don't know if it's appropriate to ask right now, but can you talk about any rates involved?
Sure. Well, virtual office starts at $50 per month. Open desk is $250 a month, and
Can you explain a little bit about how each one of those virtual office?
Sure. So
How's
again,
that?
virtual office is business address only.
Okay.
So that's just having your business presence, your address only. So if someone's looking you up online, it's not your home address.
Okay.
You know, you have a professional address. And then open desk membership is open, you know, any open workstation you'd like to sit in, $250 a month, which is $8 a day. And you think you're going for a coffee or taking a client
Right.
for lunch or something like that. You know, you're certainly spending a lot less having a professional image. Dedicated desk is $500 a month. And then
Dedicated desk, now what
Yep.
is-
So dedicated desk would be like an open desk membership, but then this is your dedicated desk. So you can put your monitors on it. You have a locking file cabinet, so it's more your dedicated
Space.
desk space. And then private offices range in price. So those kind of run the gamut based on how big, where it is in the space. Is it interior with no windows, exterior with window views? So those.
And you
range.
have a secretary service and all that's available?
We have on-site management at both locations, and they're amazing. We have yeah.
Okay, well, you guys, you heard it there. We're there in the Bergren, and we are making sure that you guys keep following the show, the Joe Cortez Show, because every week we bring topics of interest to you out there, but we want to get you guys all on the right track, whether it's medical, whether it's lawyers, whether it's signs, individuals like Dana, who just wants to share all her information to get you guys on the right track. We catch you next week. Take care. God bless. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.